Look, I set the wrong one. There we go. The mic was set to the wrong setting there. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I haven't moved the mic since I done it, so hopefully everything's fine. Hopefully. Welcome back to the stream, everyone. We're going to be working on some voxel stuff today, which I haven't even opened yet. So I suppose I'll get that open. I think we're going to be doing the Mars stuff today for the next DLC. So I'll quickly open that here. I don't think we've got source code here, so I have to quickly download it myself. We'll keep Astro in the background there for now. I'm quickly getting it on stream. Astro will keep us company. Helps if I typed in the right things. I rewrote the subscriber names on the backboard there as Rob didn't think looked very good in red. So hopefully green looks nice. I think it looks quite nice. You can't see my lovely love heart that I drew at the top, which is sad. It's clipping out just a little bit. Where did that go? That file. I did not look. There we go. Cool. Let's get Voxel open. Where's Voxel? If Lee's deleted Voxel, I'm going to be upset. I found it. I was like, where's Voxel gone? Oh, is it? I didn't even see it. On the desktop. So you're right, it is. Either way, I found it now. We'll open up Mars. We'll have a little peek what I've been working on today. Let's have a look. Right there, sure. So as you can see, made quite a lot of progress on it already. Hello, Lee. Has that not been changed? There we go. Let's quickly change that. I'm not Lee. I'm a little loud. I might just talk louder than Lee. I'll turn that down a little bit. There we go. Hope that sounds a bit better. I turned down a smidge. I didn't want to overdo it. Hopefully that sounds okay. Coolio. It's weird having my work camera on this screen. I don't usually turn my head to the left, so I'm going to have to like sort of rotate. You can see here we've been doing a lot of work on Mars. To be fair, I've done quite a lot and there's still a lot of room to go. So we've got a few things that I want to add to this. If I quickly pull up my Trello board here, so I've got my little notes here. Oh, it's logged me out again. Okay. So Rob kindly left me some notes on things that we could put on the Mars surface. He knows a lot more about space than I do. So he's got me a little list here. As you can see here, got quite a lot to do. I think I'm working currently on the satellite. I think I misunderstood what he said. He said satellites in here, but I've done satellite dishes, so I might just do both. Might look quite cool. I have got space reflectors in here already, so you know it wouldn't be too bad adding some extra things in. Still don't get what those streak things are. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's just a watching streak, I assume. That's what I've always interpreted it as. So I think what we'll do now to start off with is I will continue with the satellite dishes, and then I might put some things in the sky as well. I am hoping to also get started on the quarry. The quarry as well. I think it's over here. That's what I've got this big hilly section for. So we've got our two smaller side dishes. I'm currently working on a bigger one. It's pretty much the same sort of style, it's just bigger. I thought having two small ones and a big one would look pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is I want to quickly build in the sort of base for it. So we'll share the same colour as these satellite ones here. I'll just draw in a nice big base. That may be too big. Actually, no, I don't think it's big enough. Just means you've seen all the past 5 streams, I think. Oh, cool. What are the chances of rotating at 45 degrees? I don't know if I can. I've been thinking about that a lot. Because I would want them rotated as well. I've seen a lot of side dishes references that are flat, so it wasn't just a case of I've made them flat, but I don't know how I would build a disc that's like 3D on an angle. I haven't tried. I don't know how I could. I'm hoping that there might be a way I can just rotate it. I built it flat to start off with. Like a ball and cut it. Can't just rotate. You can rotate it, but I don't think you can rotate it on a 45 degree. Let me quickly merge these two layers together and we'll have a look. We'll see how it looks. I think there's rotation tools in here. Yeah, rotation. I don't think it gives you an option to rotate in a certain way. There, it just goes 90. So, facing it that way kind of looks like a laser. Like a gun. You can do 90, yeah. What would be worth doing is, maybe Cubicle can do it. An excuse that I could make is that I'll just put the satellites right above it. So it's just shooting it straight up. Looks like the laser weapons in the Clone Wars. Yeah, it does a little bit. Indeed it does. The cutting of the sphere wouldn't look too bad, I don't think. But it doesn't necessarily help me with sort of adding in the 3D effect as well. I'm not really sure that'll look. I think what we'll do is we'll sort of build the underside to the next layer. So what I'll do is I'll draw this section in, like about here. Get to a nice shape. Is that right? Yep. And providing it's in the layer above, it should appear with everything else. There we go, makes it nice and easy. Aim for all the powers of the nearest ship. I'm assuming that's a quote from the Clone Wars. Cubicle can do 45. Oh, there you go then, I can just rotate them. I'll just make sure that when I export it, I'll export the dishes separately. Does it look good when you rotate things 45? Is Cubicle on here? We can have a look. It might be me logged in. I know he was streaming last time. Oh, it's me. Look at that. Do I have Cubicle? Oh, I've got it. Where's it download? That's very tiny. Quickly put it in install. We're gonna have a go once I finished it. Might need a little clean up, but it gets you 90% of the way. Okay, cool. We can try that. I'll grab one of these dishes in a second and we'll give it a whirl. To be perfectly honest, I probably won't have them all rotated by 45. Might keep some. At different orientations. That being said, does that make sense, really? Would they all be directed at one place? Probably. Right, cool. What we can do now is we can just quickly build in this next layer. I could just draw a circle, but I prefer doing it that way. Yeah, the up ones are good, don't get us wrong. I was just thinking it'd be nice to have a bit. Oh yeah, definitely. Have one facing a different way. You've got the big one, it'll probably look good like that, like the actual big one rotated. So I'll try that one. But to be fair, that dish is already separate anyway. So we can quickly export it and have a little look. When it comes to the actual design of the dishes, I've sort of just been making it up. I mean, I have got references up. Well, I'll tell you the PC. But I've sort of just been making up my own design, really, in terms of the actual like structure of them. I've been really enjoying doing like the texturing stuff with it. The stream currently needs updating, I think. Oh, yeah, you're right. It still said Halloween. Game dev stream. Game dev stream, and we'll call it. Voxel modeling? Keep it nice and not generic, but sort of, you know, broad. Cool. Thanks for pointing that out. What's that done now? I can find up all the list of commands. I don't know what that means. I'm not as technical as you, really. one thing that I've been really enjoying, I'll tell you, I've been really enjoying with the voxel stuff is that when it comes to pixel artwork, you've sort of got to take it easy a bit on the dithering and the texturing, whereas voxel art, it kind of works out. It's been nice doing this kind of stuff here. We can sort of add some nice pattern designs and some dithering here to give the metal a bit more texture. Aye, Halloween is over. Now is the March towards Christmas. I know this year is just blown over. Doing stuff. Once I do a satellite dish, I'll probably jump straight at the satellite. Satellites have a pretty similar design, generic design. They all look essentially the same, so I think I'll just model the one. I don't want to overdo it. I know I did 3 reflectors. They're gone. They're gone, but typically there would be more than 1 reflector. I think I'll just do 1 satellite. I don't want to fill up the skybox too much, because I'm not gonna lie, I need more levels to be put on the ground, because I am running out of room. Not running out of room, but I've got too much room, should I say. So I've done a lot of the big things, like the rockets, the fuel refinery, the habs here, the 3D printed houses. The quarry will probably be the next big thing. I know Rob was saying we could add a dome, which I'm thinking of putting here. But I'm worried that it's too close to the quarry. Be quite a loud situation to live in if it's right next to the quarry, but you're on Mars, who cares? You're a Martian. Have fun with it. Could do a little dome and a big dome if you have room. I probably will have room, to be fair. I might have to do some terraforming to sort of break up the landmass a bit. An algae farm, that's not a bad idea. There was something like that on Rob's list, to be fair, like some form of like oxygen farm, something like that. Was it a Moxie? I think it was a Moxie. But like a Moxie, from the references that I've seen, are very small, to the point where it would essentially just be like a 1 voxel cube. So I know Rob said he found some bigger ones that I could do. Also a good point. Also a good point. In space, no one can hear you, Chloe. So I think we'll do 1 more layer of this, and then we'll thin it out again. And we'll sort of try join it up. I'm not going to merge the layers yet, just because I want to sort of rotate that dish first. I want to see what it looks like. I probably won't fix it on stream, because I can't imagine it being a very interesting job. I'm not sure how much cubicles 45-degree rotation will mess it up, so we'll have to have a look. I wonder what the sound is like on Mars. There is thin atmosphere, but heavy bass noises would still travel to the ground as well. It's like listening to a bass-heavy band, wouldn't it? That's what I can imagine it sounding like. Right, cool. So we'll stop there. What we'll do is we'll add a little pattern on. Hope these patterns feel nice in game, because I don't think I've done it as heavy in the other DLCs as much as this one. But to be fair, like a lot of things in this world are smaller. Not smaller, but I suppose they are smaller, but like in scale of voxels. So I've been adding a lot more texture and sort of make up for that. Got these 3D printed houses, for example, look like eggs. It's heavy band, but with noise cancelling headphones, exactly. On the same lines, I was thinking of a pipe on fire, but the fuel might look cool, but fire in space is a funny one also. Any just a particle effects you'll do have more, or to move different to the ones you've already made. True. That would be a very grim situation if this is on fire, because there's a rocket currently taking off. So I would hope not. Side note, I'm going to brag slightly. I'm very happy with this smoke effect I've done. Considering I hand drew it. And hopefully when it's put transparent, I think it'll look really cool. So I've got some, I'm going to put some emissives on these glowing engines here, so hopefully that'll peer through the smoke. This one hasn't taken off yet. This one has. It's actually quite a painful process changing the colours of the ships. I could just change the slider, but I couldn't get the exact green. So I wanted them to be complementing colours from the towers. So blue and green, orange and red. I thought it would be like a quick 5-minute job, it was not. Not at all. It took about 10 minutes. That's essentially redraw the model. For the engines. Right, there we go. And that will probably be our last layer up. So what we'll do is I'm going to add in a nice little core section. Change the palette rather than just being striped. So what I think I'll do is I'll extrude this up a few. And I'll just go in and just add some dithering in. Just to make the metal look a bit more worn. I can't imagine Mars being a very friendly sort of climate. I was like dust storms and things like that, so adding a bit of rhythm here and there, I think it's going to be fine. No, so you can't enjoy it here because the video can go with the nicely with the tower. I mean, if I was in charge, then that would be the case. You know, coming in and land on, you know, what do you call these things? Like frame 1. I'd be like, no, I'm on frame 2. The colours match. To be fair, the rockets have been parked there a while. That's good. If you're gonna, you know, have all the hassle of moving to Mars, you want it to be at least aesthetically pleasing. Outside's a must. I don't think this is tall enough. So if this is going to be rotated 45 degrees, then it's going to be quite tall. So I'm going to go further. Probably to there, I think that'll be fine. And then I'll probably add one more bit at the top here, and that should cover the distance. I know Rob's quite a busy man, but I am fairly surprised he hasn't jumped in and tried to model something for this one. This seems right up his alley. I only made the joke when it first got announced that he would want to do it himself. No, he can't do it. It's mine. But the list has been very helpful. Keep me on track. My favourite thing about doing the Voxels DLCs. With that sounds a bit weird, but like with the pixel stuff, you don't necessarily have to learn how they work because you're just drawing it in a 2D premise. Not a lot of the time, but in Voxels you sort of have to have a basic understanding of how things are laid out, especially like architectural stuff. Like with the towers here. There's elevators going up them. I know that the 3D printed towers have some stuff inside. Like these things have some very small things, but I still looked into it to make sure they were pretty close. Same with the PC world. The PC world was really hard because I don't know much about PCs. Well, I'm not used them, but not really what's in them. So I know the guys do, but I don't. So having to model that was a tough one. That was a tough one. Right, cool. I think we can get the satellite set on this. I'll have it facing probably this. I want it facing outside the map, so I'll probably face it this way. So I'll quickly build that in. And then what we'll do is we'll quickly export this layer and we'll try put it in cubicle and see if it works. Are we still going to try to do a green terraforming layer on top or not? Yes, we are. 100%. 100% we are. That's still the plan. To be fair, like things that I've already done, I'll probably have to remove. There was a few rocks. To be fair, the rocks could probably stay, but like this foliage stuff, probably not. I did purposely sort of lift up 3D printed houses one, so that when the grass goes on, like it's still above ground. Some of things I probably won't have grass on. I don't want grass everywhere. I'll have it like sparsed about, but definitely some on the 3D printed houses, I would say. Maybe not on the halves. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. I want it to look like it's mid-grow, not so much done. Right, cool. I think that's ready. I'm gonna add some stuff on this. Just some weird little nooks and crannies here. I think it's a cool effect of like, it looks like a bit more like industrial. There. Right, we'll save this. What we'll do. Where's the dish? This one. I don't remember how to do this actually. Well, I do, but I don't know if I can export a layer by layer. We'll soon find out. Oh, I do know that I've got to sort of bound all these together. Hold on. Let me quickly do that. Yeah. I was going to make sure I didn't have to hide the layers. I don't think I do. To be fair, Rob's found a really cool way of like cutting things out when you're making the actual levels. You cut them out of the actual overall world. So for once, I don't really have to worry about cutting them out in Voxel. I can sort of just build everything in a bit of like a sporadic method. I don't really have to worry about the level design because I can sort of just go in cubicle later, providing I've thought about it. I can just go in later and cut them out. I wonder if I hide these won't get exported. Because I don't want to export the whole thing. I just want the dish. There we go. I've never really tried exporting individual pieces before, so we'll try this. We'll put it on the desktop and we'll see how this works. Okay. Oh. Yes. Hope it works. I think it's open, not import. I don't see anything. If I import it. I wonder if it's because they're invisible. Okay, have it your way, cubicle. Have it your way. We'll export everything. If that's how it's going to be. Oh, it doesn't open at all. Is one of the layers not bounded? Yep. I missed one. If not, I could probably export it as a magic voxel. But it should be opening regardless. Oh, it's not at all. Invalid matrix. Oh, is it too big? Is that why? I don't think it was that big compared to the rest of them, to be perfectly honest. I'd be surprised. I think the PC world's way bigger. There we go. I mean, it don't look right. It doesn't look right at all. That's fine. It doesn't need to look right, because what I can do... It doesn't even broke up the layers. You know what? I'll figure it out off stream. That looks like it's going to be a pain. Let's put the dish on. I'll rotate it later. Don't know what's wrong with it. That's the same process that I've been using ever since we started doing voxel artwork, to be fair. God knows what it is. It'll be something fairly simple, I imagine. It'll be a tick box, something like that. Oh, this ain't even. I don't like that. What's this? Needs to be one wider. That no, I'm not having that. That's a crime. So we're gonna make this one more wide, just so we can get that dish to fit on nice and perfectly. I didn't realise it was uneven. So we'll just do this. Donk. And I think we'll be okay extruding it, providing it touch up the outside of it. Yeah, that's fine. So what I can do is I can just go in here and sort of just dither in some of the sections that look a bit wonk, like this stuff here. I don't look too good. Yeah, that's nice. There we go. We've got our big satellite dish. Wish you could group things, because I want to move this together, but I don't want to merge them. So I'll leave those there for now. I've got some big side dishes. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to make these flash in Unity, like the actual lights. I think Rob actually figured out a way to make them light up in sort of like a radial method. I might do that for them. You'd have to show me, but that looked pretty cool. Right. We'll do the satellite now. I think we will make the satellite a separate level. So I can merge them, be fine. I'll just cut them out later. These ones, yes. I'll merge those down. There we go. I don't need to worry about naming these, to be fair, because they'll be all merged at one. But I need to keep them separated just in case for now. I'm almost sure I'll spell satellite wrong there, but it's fine. As long as I spell them correctly when I export them. I'm going to end up spelling it differently. Oh, the last time I spelled it. There we go. Satellite. Okay. So now I need to find some references. I know what a satellite looks like for the most part, but let's look at a Mars satellite. Do they look any different? No. They look exactly the same. They look exactly how I'd imagine they would look. I quite like this gold design. I think the reflectors are more blue, so I might make this one gold. Yeah. I also like this design too, like the sort of the cross. I might try and merge those. See how that looks? So I'll keep those on the screen there. And what we'll do is we'll quickly model them in. What I found that's quite helpful is that I'll build a plane first. Because when you model things, you try to model things in the sky, in voxel, they sort of try to snap to the ground. So I'm just going to build it on this, and then I'll remove it later. So we're going to go for more of a cube look. We don't make this too big, because I don't think satellites are that big. Satellite. Nah, they're not that big. I was gonna say, I've never really seen a satellite compared to a human before, so I was like, are they big? They're not. About twice the size, maybe triple. Right, let's get that built. I'm not sure what's inside a satellite dish, but we don't really need to worry too much because the size of it's going to be about that. So we've probably got a little bit of room. Is the inside of a satellite going to be incredibly complicated? I don't. I mean, it is, but as long as I sort of get the bases in. Looks like a lot of framework, to be fair. It should do a vector with a bit of measurement equipment on the focal point. I'm talking about like what's like actually inside like the cube. Just metal. I'm looking at this. That looks very complicated. But I'm feeling if I build in this thing and like these cross-hatch frame sections with like some circuits inside, it might look okay. I don't like how gold that is. I want to wash it a bit more. So we're going to select that. We're going to paint it. Yeah, that's better. Well, I'll see if I can build that frame on the inside. Oh no, sorry. No, I'm talking about the actual the satellites themselves. So if I can try building this frame, like so. What we'll do is we'll sort of, yeah, we'll do that. Oops. And then I want this one to be opposite, so it'll be this way. Yeah. That looks pretty cool. And again, we'll add some sort of texture into this. Oh. Bomber Moxie, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I will put your name on the board in just a second. I'm good, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Any followers get to go on the board behind me. Or just above my head. There we go. I was saying to the chat earlier that I did draw a lovely heart at the top, but you can't see it. I didn't know if the camera was panned so low. That looks pretty cool. Right. Can I do this one hand? Probably. Oh. I'll try to draw a pretty end. Oh, that doesn't look good. You've got a very long name. You can see half it there and half it there. There you go. Right. We'll go over here. Let me build this in. So, I assume there'll be some form of circuitry and stuff in there. So I'm just going to start, sort of, not make it up, but sort of just build in some generic stuff here. Let's be honest, I can't exactly get it perfect with the size of this actual voxel art, so as long as it's noticeably got an interior and some form of mechanics, I think, you know, it'll be okay. I like adding red to insides. I don't know why, it reminds me of, you know when like Lego builds like the inside of stuff? And they just fill it with like random colours. It has nothing to do with the set colour at all. So like, I'm trying to think of an example that I've got. I know for like the what's it called? Like the Venator Cruiser from Star Wars. It's like all the insides like multicoloured blocks, or at least the frame of it is. It's nothing to do with the actual colour of the set. That's a bit of extra colour. I have completed all the main worlds and almost the computer DLC. I have got 80 plus hours on the game. You're doing an amazing job with all this. Can't believe how you do it sometimes. But it's actually fun. I'll keep it up. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. We do our best. Hopefully you're looking forward to the Mars DLC. It's coming along pretty well. Still got quite a lot to go. But it's coming along. And then straight after that one's going to be the Advent. Much to do. Such little time. That's a good reaction. Jesus, it looks so good. I like that reaction. We should get more of that. have all the DLCs, but don't have so much time as I do when the game drops. You know, trying to play as much as I can. Don't you, boy? We appreciate it all of this. The computer DLC was by far the hardest one. By far the hardest one for me. There's not much creative freedom you get when you build a PC. It's more the aesthetic that I can change. It's not going nowhere. Exactly. The Mars stuff, but you know, a lot of the stuff is semi-realistic. But I can still have a little, you know, bit of artistic flair in there. Working on the Halloween at the minute. Haven't that one yet. Halloween one was so fun. Just because I love Halloween. But it didn't take long, that one. Let's just say that. That one was done fairly quickly. But I had a blast doing it. I try to sneak in a few little references here and there as well. I'm not sure if anyone spotted them, to be perfectly honest. I haven't heard much. It's just a box. Or is there anything else to it? No, it's pretty much just a box. It's got this weird thing at the bottom. I don't know what that is. It doesn't even, like, what is that? This thing. Just a box. It's just a box. I can add some extra stuff. Oh yeah, don't worry. What we'll do is we'll cover this up. And that's the inside of the satellite. We'll do that. We'll add some pattern work, some subtle stuff. So what I'm going to do is we're going to add it sort of like this. These lines here. See if I can get rid of this plane now. I've already built the base of it, so this can go. See you later. Yeah, that looks okay. I think we could do with a bit more. This is one of the reasons I love doing this sort of work. Pixels is still my baby, but being able to add texturing as much as this, you don't really get a chance to do that in pixel work. I can be a bit more free with it. It really does add a lot. It's subtle texture like this just gives it a much more grimy effect. Makes it look a bit more real. Making coloring pixels is so much easier if I can tell. It's 6 and 2 3s, really. I find drawing easier, but there's more restriction because you don't want to add so many colours. Whereas voxels, having to learn the insides of things is harder, but I don't have to be so strict with the amount of texturing and colours out to it. So they both have their benefits. A computer in space wouldn't have much in the way of heat pumps, would it? No, why do you ask? Are you thinking of sending your PC to space? I would have had Halloween finished, but the Power 72 dropped. I hope it's that game. So I'm back. They have 3-axis gyroscopes batteries in it, but that would be so tiny you can't really make it much of scale. Where are these things that you speak of? Oh, inside the actual cube itself. I mean, if I can find them, that's the one thing. I'm not gonna, yeah. But I like overthinking it. Because if someone like you looks for it and it's there, they're gonna be very impressed. Right, let's add in this weird dish thing at the front. I'm gonna do that in grey. Maybe with a hint of blue, just so it's not grey. It's not the most fun colour to use. What we'll do is we'll do that. And I'm going to actually draw a dish on the top. Like that. To be fair, if I just thought a few steps ahead, what I could have done is just draw on this side. Oh no, you can't. I just remembered you can't do that actually. Back kind of the cylinder. That's fine. If you try to draw a cylinder from the wrong axis, it just shows a square. I'm not sure why. But a sphere, I can just cheat. Right, we'll do that. It's got this like weird sort of... a cone almost, to be fair. Yeah, we'll stick with that. That looks cool, I think. It's the only part that slows me down about doing like the voxel stuff. It's not so much actual modelling. It's just like, does it look right? Does that make sense? Because you got to think you're building things out of cubes. You try to make it look not realistic, but sort of believable. It's like when those people build really high detail structures in Minecraft. I quite like that actually. I do. Yeah. I'm gonna add some weird stuff at the top. Insert an Iron Man asking how did it solve versing font. How did you solve versing font? Draw a little Iron Man in there. Wouldn't Iron Man just be this? There you go, there's Iron Man. Or Ronald McDonald. you take your pick. Iron Man versus the what's it called? The one from Iron Man 1. Like the villain. Looks like a Hulkbuster, but it's not. There you go. That's the Hulkbuster. Looks like chips to me. It does. Ironmonger. Is that what he's called? Ironmonger. That's a weird name. Doesn't sound very threatening. Like it just sounds like I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't sound. I don't know. I don't think it was called that. Ironmonger. I'm just waiting for them to add Ghost right at the MCU. Please. Been long enough. Really? Yeah. Jeff Bridges. Yeah, man. Jeff Bridges, man. He was great as that part. I really liked him as that. Good villain. Gotta really concentrate doing these things because I forget the pattern. I think that's right. I went too high. That's fine. We'll just make this one go high. Yeah, that's right. There's a little antennas sticking out at the top. Just gonna add some extra little bits here, make it look like it's got some what do you call it? There's a term in it. There's a term for it. Is it greeble? Is it greeble? Greeble? Yes, it's greeble. I was right. Sort of like, what do you call it? Like circuitry on things. I love adding this kind of stuff. Greeble. I used to do it a lot when I used to do like 3D modeling for more like box modeling stuff. Greeble. It's like fake greeble. Heard of greebling but not greeble. It's a funky word, isn't it? Let's get a chance on it. US has actually been quite bigger than I thought it would be, so I'm quite happy because then, you know, it's not going to be massive, but gives the player something else to do. These things are like so. Oh, I was going to do the 4, wasn't I? The sort of like the four panels. I can still do that. I think I may have overcomplicated the design a bit, but it'll look cool. So I'll add it in. I'll just do one side then. Actually, I might just do one and then just copy and paste it. Handshot first. Don't think there's any doubt about that. I feel there's going to be some doubt. There's a lot of murder in those films. There is. But it's also got lightsabers, so you can't really be angry. Those too thin? Maybe one thicker? Possibly two, we'll see. Yeah, I think we can get away with one more. I've done something wrong there. Where's the one got 2? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that looks better. I think Luke had the highest kill count when he broke the Death Star. All those poor janitors in the ministry. Jeez. There were evil janitors. Evil janitors. It can happen. Can you imagine if, like, the Death Star had a union about people who didn't want to finish building the Death Star? And then Luke blew them up. Wrote 3K on your book today. Using Voxel decompress for a bit. Wow. 3K as in words or 3K? What does 3K mean? 3K like, assuming 3K words. That's a lot. Wouldn't Lando's be high for the second Death Star? The second Death Star was bigger. I mean, yeah, well, I mean, good janitor, yeah, but there might be evil janitors that are just really good at cleaning floors. 3K words. Wow, nice job. Not the conversation I expect you're having on stream today. Is there evil janitors on the Death Star? Right, let's copy and paste this. What do you call it? Wing? Looks like, I'm gonna call it a wing. It looks like a bug wing. So I'm calling it a wing. And I won't be stopped. I'll take the scientific term. But I don't care. Indeed, Hyper, indeed. Also going to save as well, because now I mentioned it. I'm going to beat you to it. Don't even put save work in the chat of why I beat you to it. Doesn't count, doesn't count, doesn't count, doesn't count, beat you to it. Beat you to it, doesn't count, doesn't count. Well, that didn't flip at all. Where's all the way over there? Come back here. What are you doing? No. I thought you hadn't seen Pacific Rim. Me? Oh. Oh, don't Lee. Lee hasn't seen Pacific Rim. That's a crime, John. Honestly, I'd go as far as say leave work now and go watch it. contract. You first 3 execute advanced contract. Like what said. Deal? I mean, it won't be any good. But I'll do it. I can't imagine living in a world without seeing a giant robot smash a giant monster with a boat. I don't know how you've got this far without seeing that. I'm gonna add some greeble on the back. Then we should be done. There's nothing on the back of the cell anyway. I can't see anything. There's... They don't have thrusters, do they? Do they? Do you feel it would make sense that they would? Exactly. Start the clock. Do they have thrusters? I can add them. I'm gonna add them. I feel like there is. I feel like there would be. At least some form of like propulsion. I read that in Trump's voice. Why? I can't unhear it myself now, Lee. Thanks for that. Idris Elba, yeah, 100%. Stop it, man. For God's sake. You're ruining the movie for me, stop it. Right. Let's add the thrusters on here. I don't know if there would be thrusters on that, but I'm going to add it anyway. It's a bit further in the future when landing on Mars, so I assume that the satellites would. So I'm going to put these here. Apart from that, I think we are done. Quite happy with this level, to be fair. It's a bit bigger than I originally thought it was going to be, but I think people appreciate the extra deal in it. I think we will just stick with the one, to be fair, because it is fairly large. Don't want to add too many of those. I feel like it would be facing down, wouldn't it? No, because then the thrust would be the wrong way. I don't know how satellites work. They'll just float around. Like jellyfish, but in space. They just float around and do nothing. Oh, I like that. That was quite cool. It would be facing towards Earth, right? Which way is that? Which side of the planet are we on? So I'll just face it upwards, right? I'm going to assume it would be facing upwards. So I'm going to put it upwards. Looks fine to me, man. Okay, cool. We'll just... Okay, well, that's that way. That's that way. Here. What I'll do is I'll draw this. There we go. I'll keep that on the level. That way. Earth is always east on Mars. Cool. That's north. It's southwest. There we go. Obviously I knew what I was doing. I'm going to turn that off because I will forget. Right, cool. So now we can probably start work on the quarry. I'll move that satellite so it's a bit closer to the actual satellite dishes. Like up here. I'll put it a bit higher up. Like that. That's looking pretty cool. I'll position it a bit more accurately later, but I think up there's fine. Now, this will probably be the hardest level in the actual... Do we do the quarry or should we... maybe I shouldn't build the quarry because I don't know how big it's going to be. I need more room. What this Moxie thing you're talking about? What's that? Nope, that's a drink. Have I spelled it wrong? Algae farm, thank you. That's what I was going for. Algae farm. Algae farm. Oh, that'll be easy to make. Oh, it's really easy to make. Just tanks with lights on that. So I should probably bring someone there. The screen so you can see. But haven't I built that? Wait. I've already built an algae farm. Is that not a hydroponic? Or is that a different thing? That's cool. Is that an algae farm? That'd be cool to do. Potato farm? Ooh. Because there is plants inside of that, these things here. These hangers. Right here. Is that the same thing? Did you just change it to an algae oxygen farm on Trello? I've been looking for the Moxie and I'm like, where's it gone? You're sorry?
The algae farm's on Trello page.
Was it?
Yeah.
Ah.
I fixed the spelling issue.
Ah. I've been looking for the Moxie.
If you're not confused, that's an algae. You put the algae farm.
Well, that's like registration for the whole way. It's not like a farm.
Well, I fixed the spelling issue.
It's like grass of the world.
So would it look like this sort of situation here? Where it's like sort of a patterned vegetation. How would that survive actually on Mars though? Ocean farm. Mars. I don't think that's real. I'm also trying to think what a Mars quarry would look like as well. What's a Mars quarry? I know, obviously, I know what quarries look like on Earth. Why is this thing wobbling around? This keyboard. Don't tell me that's the quarry machine for Mars. That's not going to do anything. That's a game. But I imagine they would have big cranes. That's pretty cool. Oh, what are those big crane things called? Like the ones that, my head's so messed up. The one that Ghost Rider drives in Ghost Rider 2. What are they called? Quarry machine? That thing. That thing. That would be cool to model. A spherical roller. No. Anyone knows what the name of these things are, please tell me. I think I might model one of those. I think they would have them that far in the future on Mars, right? A Rockwell automaton? That's a cool name. Please say that's what it's called. Not what's called. I swear it doesn't go through it. let's go. Can I just say, I was absolutely correct. That thing that he drives in Ghost Rider 2. That's all I want to make. A what? A baguette 2 it is? That's exactly it. Thank you, Rob. Cool. How do they move around? It's like a big tank. It is. Okay, they've got treads and stuff. I'm not sure how much detail I can put into that, considering the size. Now, I can't make it probably as big as that. They are huge. Are there smaller ones? They are really big. Either way, I want to model that. Someone on Steam asked about big vats of solar reactive algae. Unsure what it is. Interestingly, giant wheel digging thingy brings them on Google. To be fair, when I was looking for the Ghost Rider one, I typed in Ghost Rider 2 big vehicle and it came up. That's what I was trying to describe. Oh, cool. That'd be handy. I'm not sure what that would look like. Right, cool. Should we just try start this? That's not going to get finished on stream, but we can try model most of it. I think the scale is going to be off. I can't have it that big. How are we going to do this? Maybe what I should do is maybe I should move the terrain, like this terrain here, so it corners in this section and have it like in the middle. So it's like it's inside the quarry. Then that way I can sort of split it up. Let's try that. I think that's probably the best option we've got. I don't want it to be small, I want it to be big, just not as big as they actually are, because if it's that big, then that would be the world. So we'll try and make it a bit smaller than that. A smaller version. Like a rover. I can make it look Marsy. Like a Mars rover version of it. I'll see what I can do. First things first, let's get this built in. I do think we'll call the level Giant Wheel Digging Thingy. I think that would be the best name for it. That should be the scientific name for it. Just made the Coloring Voxels giveaway live for this month. Hey! Lee, I genuinely thought that was you for setting that up, Limo. Before I took the binoculars down. What the hell is that? No! What is that? All his bodies look the same. Oh my god. To be fair, if that beard was blonde, I may have questioned if it was you. Oh. To be fair, that picture I found a few days ago when I was doing some other work, where there was a guy on Google Images that looked exactly like you. I was 100% correct in thinking that was you. That was almost 1-to-1. If it wasn't for the bigger beard. It's not just an egg with glasses on. There's no way to get these emotes from. To be fair, I might actually keep this as one layer high, because then it would make sense that the digger's burning away the land, right? Not burning it away, but sort of crumbling it away. So maybe I should keep this one just this height. Maybe add in a little bit over here. But I do want to make it look like it's actually digging into the land. It would make sense, right? Because everything else is flat. Well, for the most part, this section's flat. So it would sort of make it look like the giant wheelie thingy is just sort of excavating all. Which I think would look rather cool. I do want to keep that sort of industrial look to it, where it's sort of built up. It looks like it's built out of framework. I quite like that look. I think it would translate quite well. It would sort of look like the towers over here. And I do think that would look rather cool. I just realised I didn't do any texture under this, which I should have done first. That's fine. After stream I can quickly just lift up that layer, add some texture under it. I got distracted by looking at the big vehicles. My bad. I'm not sure if Lee played Arctic Phone with you guys last stream, but I can always put that on at the end again. Hit the last 5 minutes. Give some other people a chance to do some nice art. That was pretty good. For some reason my middle mouse wheel's not working again. Come on. There we go. Right, cool. Let us draw that in. I might add some like tread tires as well. On like tread marks, so it has been driving around. Let's get up this big design here. That's going to be tough to build. But again, it will be smaller. So let's solve. How much room do I have? I do want to build the domes as well, like here. We can do it. We can do it. 100% we can do it. I haven't got to a stage yet in Voxel where I've had to actually consider adding more land to fit stuff in. Right, cool. Let's sort of get this in. I'm going to make this a bit more of a browny colour. Like grey brown, just so it looks like it's a bit more dirty. What we'll do is we'll start with the treads. So it looks like they've got a lot of treads on the front. This is where the skill gets set in. So if I do this as 1 tread, 2, how have they got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 7? It's an odd number. I'm not going to do 7. I don't like that number. I love that number, but I'm not going to have it uneven. I don't know, let's add complications later. I think that'll be big enough width-wise. So I might keep it like that. If I add any more, we might have issues. And then we'll add the back ones. So we'll go about here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good size for it. That way I can add other things in if needs be. So you gotta think it's gonna be longer at the top. So I think that will do. Only problem here is I'm not sure if I've got enough room to add wheels. So I may have to try sort of cheat them in. So if I do this, add a sort of middle section. Like so. Which reaching for my drink. I put it too far away. Right. And then we can sort of add in some little dots here to sort of fake the wheel look. Yeah. So when I cover this up, hopefully people interpret this as wheels. Hard to do when you've got such a little room. But I've just got to sort of try and convert the look to voxel as best I can. I have to add, I just realised I've made these too short. That's fine, I can easily change that. That's no big deal. I think that's pretty good. And then what I'll do is I'll just cover it up with a nice grey. Oh, I kind of wish I made these two widths apart now, because that would have looked really cool. But again, that'll make it way too big. So I'm going to just extend these here. Just so it's got like some sort of, what do you call them? Are they like bike wheels? Like dirt protectors, what they're called? Let's put these on here. I don't think it really matters for a vehicle of that size, but it gives the wheels a bit more depth, which I quite like. Someone just put it in my eye. Not sure what it was. Someone trying to sabotage my design. Very glad I bought my monster one today. Because Rob kindly got us a Domino's for lunch today, and it was quite a big pizza, so if I'd eaten that, I probably would have fallen asleep on stream. It's a lot for your body to work off when you're sitting down. Burns you out. The Monster Energy drink has a every word a week. That is way too bright. Bit of the wrong cap. There'll definitely be a lot of sort of interpretation for this one. Like the designs for the big wheelies are very complicated. So I'm just going to try make it a bit more sci-fi looking, I suppose, rather than super industrial. I don't want to keep the industrial part of it alive, so I really like the framework it's got. I just don't know how I'm going to implement that in yet. Be the keyword. So I'm going to do here, I'm going to try and start building the actual ground section to it. Like so. Just looking at the front of this design here I've got up. It says it's design, it's the actual vehicle, but oh yeah, that's all done. Okay. And I've sort of got these weird bits at the front here. It's a terrible picture, but I've got like these sort of big chunky bits over the top of the wheels, which I'm trying to do. Not exactly like that, but close enough. That's actually a pretty good picture. I can see a lot of what it looks like there. Just not really sure what to do for the actual inside work here, like the actual I don't really know what the insides are like. Might just a lot of cogs. A lot of cogs and machinery. So I'm going to have to try build that in myself somehow. Definitely no easy task. Questions, do I have enough room to get all 3 of these in? It'd be really cool if I did. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I think I'll do it for the back as well. Then I'll somehow join them up. Haven't quite decided how yet. What I'll do once I've built this machine is I'll add in sort of tracks. And what I think I'll do is I'll make it look like it's come from this direction. Just so it doesn't look like it's just went past all this stuff, which obviously is not possible. So I'll probably draw a trail here. Brings a bit more storytelling and life to the actual world, a bit motion as well. Get a better angle of that bottom section. Oh, perfect picture. Interesting. They've got like platforms coming off them on the bottom there. I think I could probably get that in, you know. Might just have enough room. Whereas I can imagine this turning, like the actual front strip turning like that, so it can maneuver the vehicle. So I'm going to actually detach these parts and sort of add a bit of a winch system in there. Again, I'm interpreting this a lot. Not really sure how these would work. Imagine that's a very big video about that describing how they work. I could have a little P-rat if needs be. Would it be like a big one right in the middle? Like that? This is a very complicated model. I think it's looking pretty good though. It's looking pretty tanky, which is what we want, so we're getting there. That's how I'm constantly just peering at that model. But that's right, the actual vehicle itself. But I'm doing it quickly where I'm not overthinking the details to try and get like the base forms down. Not too long, I'm going to focus much on the details, which I don't really want to do for voxels. To be honest, I can't really get all the details in, so it's best to focus on the overall silhouette of it. It's done look like a combine harvester. A little bit. I'll add some very subtle texturing just to this bit here. And then after this bit, I think we start building the actual platforms that people stand on. I think, from what I can tell. And after that, it's just building in the cranes. So we should be okay. I think this bit will probably be the hardest bit. It's like setting the foundations up. After that, we should be okay. I do want to add some bits of colour, like to Marsify it. Like what I did with the actual rockets here. They were very plain looking until I added sort of like coloured engines in. And that brought extra life to them, so I'll probably do that on the actual the upper section. Managed to find the name, Bucket Wheel Excavator. That's a cool name. I could, to be fair, make the quarry a separate level to the actual excavator itself, depending how big the excavator is. Because the quarry will probably just be a lot of... For the quarry, I want to sort of like section off an area, so it's like sort of it's split off from the public, the public of Mars. So I might make that a separate level. Add in some like mini vehicles around, not as big as the actual excavator itself. I do need to look at the actual count for this level, because when I put in the level for the first time, I think it was just the ground plane and maybe a bit of the hub, and it was like 30k. So we'll see how much voxel count I've got already. Doesn't matter if I got what's over, to be fair. But I am quite curious to see what it's already at. So I've added a lot more. I'm going to say it's about 60 now, 60, 70. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. If I've got like another 60k to go, I have an issue. What I need to add in now is the actual supports for the platforms. So we'll add those in now. And we've got show and tell after this, so I doubt I'll get this done in half an hour, but this will definitely be a very fun Monday job for me next week, just finishing off the excavator. It's a pretty cool way to start your week. And I'm just looking at the trail list there. I haven't actually got much more to go. I think I've already got a few levels left, but I think after this one, this is the last big one. So, should be done there fairly soon. The last big bit will probably be adding all the grass and vegetation. Rob was saying it'd be quite cool to have it sort of like mid-terraformed, or like maybe finalized terraformed. I think the middle look better because we get to keep a lot of the surface of Mars in there, like the nice red surface. So adding some green sections, primarily probably towards the actual habitable areas, will be really cool. Maybe like the section green, like half and half maybe, or adding little patches here and there to show that it's starting to grow through. Maybe not on the excavator area, because I imagine that would just tear it up anyway, so we'll probably keep this bit. To be fair, once I've built the excavator, I might admit it's a lot more dark and grimy, so it looks like it's like ripped up the ground. Yeah, 100%. Just add some extra flair. Be cool to have as the last level as well, once you've built everything and then it's terraformed. For the most part, anyway. Love it, this design. I love building mechanical stuff. Right, let's build those platforms. I think now I'm going to start bringing in that Mars colour. Sort of like creams, sort of like this colour over here on the right, but a bit more dark. I imagine it'd be a bit more dirty. So we're going to start bringing those in. Now that we've got like the hard machinery here at the bottom. So we'll build one platform here, and then we'll sort of build like a bridge. I'm not sure how this would work, to be perfectly honest. Would the platform on the top bend as well as the vehicle turns? It would have to, wouldn't it? These parts would have to be separate. This is where the research comes in. I'm looking at this picture here, and these platforms seem to like over protrude just above the treads, so I'm going to have this hang out a little bit. I quite like the fact that the wheels are sort of hidden from the platform. I'm not sure how much actual design goes into these things, but I feel that would be the smartest option. You don't want to see giant round tearing wheels from like the ledge that you're standing on. It might be a bit scary. So I think that makes sense. Yeah, I quite like that. Although I did see a platform sort of protruding out. Not like, where's this? Where does that go? Just like steps up, maybe. I feel like that goes under the treads, and I do not want to walk under that. So it's like here. It could be here, to be fair. Yeah, let's add it in. Why not? I don't know why there'd be a platform here, but I'm adding it in because I think it would look cool. Yeah, why not? I've unintentionally given it teeth, and I think that makes it look even cooler. keeping it. I might add a sort of pattern here on the actual top here. I don't want to make them look like planks of wood, so I'm going to try to do this instead. I feel like if I did stripes, it look like planks, and I don't want it to look like wood. So we'll add like a weird little pattern here with the teeth. Make it look like a floor pattern of some form. Yeah. Pretty cool. Trying to think. Do need to build this sort of big cylindrical section at the top here as well, but I want to add a bit more greeble and rooms in there. It's a pretty good block out. You can make out a lot of it there, like the actual shapes. That must be the biggest machine I've ever built, surely. Like, have you built a machine bigger than that? They're gargantuan. Imagine just seeing that dragging along a road. I think I'm making, isn't it? Okay, so got stairs and stuff. See, I'm building this bit here, so I need to sort of make my way up to this section. Okay, so I've got like weird rooms. I'm just going to make up the rooms because I feel like I'm going to be sitting here forever trying to map it out. So we're going to bring in a bit more of that colour. Skill of oil rigs I'm saying as well. That's true, but oil rigs don't move. That's what fascinates me so much. Like, this thing is massive and it moves. Like, it's just insane. Absolutely insane. I forget we've built things that big that can actually, like, maneuver. I mean, forget, like, you know, the Pacific Rim robots. Just drive one of those at the kaiju, will be fine. Big go, you know, light speed towards it. Boom, sorted. I'd pay to see that. Oil rigs can move? Can they? I've never noticed that. I've never known that before. How did they move? I thought they were like sort of like built into the ocean floor. Have they got wheels? Tell me they've got wheels. This is distracting me, but I have to know. Yeah, they don't build them out there. They ain't just very good at parking. Right. Some of them are meant for. Some of them can move. No way. I had no idea. I thought they were just built on like massive podiums. Madness with the things we can build now, to be fair. Absolute madness. Cool though. Make sure there's actual places to walk. Again, just adding greeble. What are these things on the inside? I mean, in my imagination, these are like tanks to hold things, maybe lockers. This is a control panel, but it's up to you what you want it to be. It's too small to make out any formations, so it's sort of just extra deal. Too hard to know what they are. I'm still lost for words that those things can drive. Imagine driving. Imagine that's your job, driving an oil rig. I think they use tugs in them. Oh, okay, so they drag it. Oh. Tugs. Big caravan. The big caravan. I mean, dude, I imagine 1,000 years or so, I might have that. Come along to my static caravan. Yeah, it's an oil rig. Ordering a Domino's out of an oil rig. Domino's by boat. I think I'll make the door in here. It's quite a thin gap, obviously people will be able to fit there if they've been this size, so we'll have that looking like that. Now as for the actual roof section, I'm not sure what that looks like. Oh dear, I've lost my pictures. Nope. Okay, so they've got like weird, just flat roofs really. Gonna add some greeble though, just to make it look a bit more industrial. I do love that word, greeble. Haven't used it in a good few years, but I'm bringing it back. I might take this opportunity to add some colour in as well. Get that Mars colour in. So let's add some orange. And we'll make that the roof colour. I'm going to have the roof overhang a bit. I just think that looks cooler. Maybe not by that much. Maybe one more down. Yeah. That's it. This thing looks mean. And I love it. The what? The Cheyenne Mountain Complex has a subway. Wait, what? Well, I'm gonna have to look that up. Wow. Imagine traversing that for a subway. Man. Sit at Greg's out there. I've done something wrong here. I don't know what I've done. Oh, I think I've made the colours too dark right off the rip. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. There we go. Where's that door? There. So this one should be. Yeah. Can't imagine anyone staying on this side, so I'm gonna put some like canisters or something like that. Maybe some boxes. Try and match the sort of look of the rockets in that corner over there, just to give it a bit more of a sort of colour palette. I don't want to add too much because I do want it to look really industrial, but I want little spots of like you know, draws your attention to it. So we'll do that. Looks really cool. I'm happy with that. Looks like a mean face almost. And to be fair, you know, you could argue that those things there grind up the chum that gets stuck in the wheels. I don't know. That's what it looks like, but most of these things that are built just, you know, are headcanon. All headcanon based. Okay, since we've got like 15 minutes, if I'll put the I will put the Gartic phone link up if we got enough people will play. If not, we'll just continue with building. We'll see if we get anyone. How do I do this again? The black occasionally is so cute. I don't know what you're talking about. Desktop. Oh, the desktop. The deco.
With Google Workspace.
I had to go away. Not talking to you.
With Google Workspace, Drive lets you easily.
No, go away. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll mute the desktop audio temporarily while that thing plays out. I don't want to deafen anyone. There we go. Cool. I am just getting that link now. It is taking its time. There. I'll put the desktop audio button now. I think we just had that on max, to be fair. Very cool. I'll put that link on now and I'll continue building. Everyone joins. Coolio. If not, I get to build more of the excavator. So I'm not complaining. Links in chat now. Right, where was I? I do so. Oh, that's people joining. I did get a bit of a jump there. That's not the first time I've been jumped by random noise on my PC. I do want to do something here. I'm not sure how this is going to link up with this section. Oh, that's sweet. I think I'll use this section here as the actual crane support. The crane support. I think actually that probably makes the most sense. Because then, at least then it looks a bit more smaller. I think on the actual things themselves, there's actually a piece of machinery above all the buildings on the top. I don't want to make mine that big, so I'll probably use this as the actual framing. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I think I might make it green, you know. We'll see. I might not make it green. Might be a bit too much colour. I don't know if I like that. I think I'm just going to stick with a bit more of a washed out colour palette for this. It helps if I make it a cylinder jack. That's 4 people. Who's shining? Hey! So we'll start at about 10 to 5, so people got plenty of time to join. If anyone in chat who wants to join Galactic Forum, please feel free to do so. The link is in there. How does these things look? Oh. These, right. Try to build this bit. Oh, is that like a counterweight? That would make sense, right? They've got a counterweight on the back. That's not going to be fun to build. Oh, so they've got like a cylindrical part and they've got this big frame section that's built onto it. Okay, that sort of makes my life a bit easier, actually. I could have probably added some green in. Tank with a drill. Pretty much just tank with a drill, yeah. Actually, might make a bit of a green, because it's going to be buried under more metal. I think that might be quite cool looking. So actually, we'll put it on here. In this section. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Let's add some shading in here, just the outer section. Maybe a bit too dark. A bit too light, sorry. Then we'll make the inside much darker. So, in all honesty, we've got a lot more of the excavator than I thought we would. I've only really got to build the crane in now. We're going to maybe add some extra bits. The finishing touches is almost the most fun part. One more high, like that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to sort of build some framework around it. Again, just trying to make it look a lot more industrial. Oops. Like so. That's a weird line. Oh. Hybrid definitely came back. Are you changing your icon there, Hybrid? This thing looks so cool. I don't mean the patterns on the back, but it looks wicked cool. I'd drive one of these to work. There we go, and now what we can do is we can build on that counterweight, which I think will make the same colour as the actual, the base of the machine, like the actual main part. Got 2 minutes, I'll put Galactic Phone on. Get one round in. The plan for this as well, what I want to do is have this, obviously this big crane looming overhead, and I could add a lot of motion to this thing. So when the wheel's actually churning, I'm going to have like dirt picked up. So I'll probably actually draw in some dirt particles and things getting ripped up. So like the smoke here. Then I'll add it in with particle effects as well. Which will look really cool. How long do I need that to be, actually? Long. Long's the question. So it at least needs to come above the actual... That would be scary having that looming over your head. I'll make the rules though. Right, cool. I think we'll leave it there. We've got a lot of that built in. Actually looks fairly small compared to the rest of everything else. I look at the rockets, for example. But I think it's because there's a lot more texturing in this than, say, like the actual framework of that. So I'm hoping this will feel really good to play in-game. I can't wait for it. Let you give that a go, see what you think of it. Hopefully it'll play quite well. So yeah, we'll call it there. We'll save that. And we'll jump over to Arctic Phone. I'll switch over my my screen here. A bit more interesting. So let's get that up. Where is it? Nope, that's my vehicle. But I can't have it on screen at all times because I don't want to ruin what I'm doing. What's the normal one? Yep, we'll do the normal one. Right. Here we go, fellas. White Ascends. White Ascends. That's mine. I'm getting a bit of a spot on my nose then. Okay. Great start. Okay. I feel like this was Lee's suggestion already, if I'm being perfectly honest. Sounds like something he would write. Whoops. I'm having to concentrate so much on this because it's quite a big prompt. I'm just trying to get as much as I can done. Oh my goodness me. I'm pretty sure I've just heard Lee mumble to himself. This is terrible. Oh, I suppose I've got shape tools I can use. Oh, I wish I knew that 2 minutes ago. Say I knew, I wish I remembered 2 minutes ago. Time. That's a really bad shot. I know. Oh my goodness. Okay. The problem with playing this game is it makes you look really bad as an artist. So I'm drawing this very quickly. Oh my god. Is it? I don't know how to draw this. It's quite rare that I'm stumped. That is. Okay. God, you really make me concentrate on this one. I think we should have done finish the drawing, folks. Not gonna lie. No! Oh no, I clicked the wrong button, I'm wasting time. Genuinely had no clue how to draw that. That was such a hard one. Ad break. Ad break. Oh, you got an ad break. You got the art sub, mate. I think that goes to show how tough those ones were. Those prompts were nasty. Oh, done. Voiceover off. Manual. Okay. So, my prompt was a Martian eating soup on Mars. Lee went first. What?
Changes me.
Oh, sorry, mate. That was Lee's drawing. That's pretty damn good, to be fair. Hypered. An astronaut eating a bowl of chili. Oh. That's really good, to be fair. That's better than any drawing I've done. We can't see. Change your scene. What do you mean, change my scene? Oh. I forgot that. Well, start again. Martian eating soup on Mars. That was Lee's. I think if you made it green, we might have got Martian from it. And then Hyper thought it was an astronaut eating a bowl of chili, and that was Rob's beautiful drawing. You were close. You were very close. You were very close. Next one. So Rob's suggestion was parking a rocket on the wrong coloured landing pad. Yes, I did get that one. Yeah, I typed with. That was a very good drawing. My guess was a bit specific. Jack not allowing a rocket to land. Colour was wrong. I couldn't type the whole thing in, so it would make it quite short. And Lee's was... Oh, Jesus Christ! You can't write! That's cheating! You can't write! But okay, you were the last one, so that's fine. That's pretty good. A bit more ginger than that, Lee. It's a bit more of a strawberry blonde. And I'm definitely more pale. I like how you got the colours right, though. Jack growing potatoes over Mars. Yes, this is a... I formed this in. I formed this in. If anyone got that one... Mark won't eat growing potatoes in human poop. I suppose. Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, I mean, I would say we got that one. Besides it being me. Hybrids was a zombie eating a veggie burger. Right. So this is where it went weird. So Lee's suggestion for that was a rabid, toothless T-Rex going crazy for a burger in G. I don't know what that means.
What you're on about toothless? He's got teeth.
So I just drew a...
T-Rex. He's got you, listen.
I just drew a rabid T-Rex. I don't... That's a really good drawing, to be fair. That looks more like a Martian. Well, that was a cursed round. In jeans? Oh, is that what you were trying to type in jeans? You really went for a very specific guess there. The guy gets stuck on past the Martian. Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, that was a disaster of a round, but we'll call it there. That was a very fun stream. Thank you everyone who joined the stream. We got a lot done. I'm quite happy with the progress there, so I'll get that wrapped up. It's a Monday job for me to work on the excavator. So, hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you again in a couple of weeks. Not sure what you're working on, possibly Advent, maybe? Probably about the timeline, that'll be about right. So yeah, have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you all in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye for now. Where is the stream ending thing?